We are on GWL screen. Oh, we are live. We are live. Okay. Okay, we're live. It's scuffed, but I'll start with the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third week of Gopherwatch League Season 5. We've got a nice and early Friday game. Well, it's late, but it's early for the week. The Athens Axolotls versus the Honolulu Hamsters. I am your play-by-play commentator, Max Rincewind. I'm joined by Logan Loghost as my color commentator and Paige on the prod.
That's us. Logan, it's actually Logan Logos Gaming.
Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. That's my bad. You have to forgive me. I forget myself sometimes.
No, it's all cool.
Well, yeah.
All right. So going into this week's match, we have it's a 1-1 and a 2-0 team, correct? The Axolotls being 2-0 and the Hamsters being 1-1.
Yep, that is correct.
I'd say a little bit surprising from the Axolotl between the scoreline between these two teams, as Hamsters, I think, being a little more of a stronger team. Maybe the Axolotls just having all that team play and synergy. A lot of good friends on that team, so maybe we'll see how that comes down in this week's match.
For sure, and the Axolotls have played pretty strong thus far. Riddle's talked very highly to me about Frobel, his off-tank extraordinaire. He's only had good things to say, so they've done very well. The Hamsters, though, have not been no slouches. They've been pretty good, favoring the ball-heavy compositions. Pretty good stuff.
I can definitely vouch that that Frobel is putting in work against our first week match against them, which is maybe also contributing to their 2-0 record, because my team week 1, I think we can all say we weren't exactly spectacular, but it's a little cleaned up, and hopefully, but let's hope the Axolotls improve as well. Week one nerves out of the way. We're getting into the third week here, so maybe everyone's into a little bit of a groove, feeling all their team comps out, and everyone's getting a little sense of how this what would you say, the season is going to play out.
Yeah, for sure. We've got through the early week teenage period for these teams, trying to figure themselves out. They're getting a little bit more matured, if you'll go along with this analogy with me, figuring out what they want to be.
I'm following it.
You're following it, and
they're experiencing a lot of hormones.
Yeah, of course. And as we say that, we're moving into Lijiang Tower as our control map, and we're starting on Control Center.
Well, I think we both know what teams are going to try and pop out with here, right?
Yeah, so both teams are playing Diva and Hog. They're playing Hog Diva comps. Maybe flexing the Zarya for the Diva,
Right. That's exactly actually what I was thinking too.
So that's usual stuff. Oh no, Yeetmeister's playing Reinhardt now. Unexpectedly, Caber's on ball.
The Hamsters are playing a dive in this map, which is a little unprecedented for Control Center, as we see the Axolotls on the pretty standard sim junk TP speed boost, get white room kind of strategy here, as maybe your red team will look at maybe taking a server or just running right to point and trying to get the Akua Farah to rain damage onto that team with no hit scan.
Yeah, for sure, and we've got our sim TP going out. We've got Caber getting early pressure on the point while Yeetmeister and his team is taking up the white room here on the left-hand side. Caber's sitting him in the back, though, doing a little bit of scouting for his team as they actually take coast, and Akua starts raining in rockets from above.
Caber's there, though.
Yeah, and then Caber gets a nice slam in, doesn't really get anyone, but gets Riddle Dog down to half. Frobel is definitely low, however, and a nice purple comes out onto Yeetmeister. Team's not quite able to follow up, though. The Axolotls are able to stay on point. Yeah, Frobel gets demeched here, but it's not too much done yet. Yeetmeister gets a really nice kill on the Fedora, even though Akua is able to pick up Frobel. And we've got this point cap go towards the Athens Axolotls. And, I mean, we've got a very awkward positioning here from the Hamsters. The Akua and the Kushin were just in white room, not being challenged. And as I say that, they are able to kind of come around and pick up Strudel. So the point is still in the favor of the Axolotls. So Akua's getting a lot of work done there. He picks up Frudels as well. Muffin Lumps, though, has 2 kills for him as well. Picks up Kushin there, and Caber comes back on the point, slams down. But however, Frobel's found mech again, and this point is stabilizing out for the Axolotls.
Well, first of all, I think we completely missed that Riddle's on DPS. The Riddle rat, if you will. coming from the Axolotls. Very surprising to see that not go in the way of the Hamsters due to the no-hit scan into the Pharah, as we'll see as the next fight gets to a start here with Hamster taking coast side. Riddle takes a flip-flop and he's the Riddle.
Yeah, so Caber dived into the back line onto Muffin Lumps, but the Axolotls just did not care and ran on a nice barrage comes out, by the way, from Akua there. Picks up Fruitals and takes out the Immortality Field from Strudel as well. That's 3 kills now in the favor of the Hamsters, though the beat comes out on the side of the Axolotls. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but it at least gives them a little bit more time on point, as Frobe was able to stand on point and get those percents ticking up even higher, as the rest of his team might actually be able to come back in and recontest. He commits the bomb. Yeetmeister is back on point. It picks up Pusheen. That is a huge bomb there from Frobel, and Brutal is able to kill Akua. This might be a really nice recontest here from the Axolotls, keeping the point in their favor. But as I say that, a nice Sig 9 happens, and the point goes back in favor, or goes into favor of the Hamsters.
Yeah, that beat was looking a little iffy, getting only a little bit more percent on the point there, but then the great bomb comes out by Frobel, getting Pusheen down so that Frutal's able to respawn and take out Akua, and they flip the point on the back of the Sig ult as well from Fedora, and they're still in a pretty good spot here. They got 3 ults, which one of them being Mines can shut down their White Room push, only going to be answered by Shatter by E, which is going to be able to get a lot due to the Pharmacy and the ball.
Yeah, for sure, and I think also we should be looking out for this Riddle Dog tire here. Mines come out from Caber, gets a nice slam on, picks up Muffin Lumps. Frutals, though, gets a huge Deadeye, picks up 2 of the flip-flop and the Pinguino Man. And then now the Axolotls are a little bit split here as Frobo's on the point. He's taken out, oh, sorry, I thought he was taken out. But he just falls deathly low as he's running on the Pusheen. A nice shatter comes out from Meatmaster, picks up Fedora Master with a nice charge. Caber picks up Frobo's mech, though the point is much in favor of the Athens Axolotls. Yeetmeister's just there swinging away at Caber. Flip-flop is back, throws out a nade, doesn't quite find anyone. Caber comes back for the recontest though, and Pinguino Man gets a huge high noon, and Akua picks up 2 with the barrage of his own. I mean, this is a very nice fight for the Hamsters. They were able to stall out super long, able to get out ults from the Axolotls and keep the point at the end of the day.
Yeah, the Hamsters keeping both support ults coming into this fight. Maybe that means that the Riddle Dog Tire and the window from Strudel aren't going to get that much value, both being defensive-minded ults. And Caber's coming up to another minefield already at 80%, and there's not too much else coming for the way of the Axolotls, so I don't know if they're going to have the juice to take them out here. Yeah,
the Axolotls are moving up on point. We've got Frobel on the Hog now, by the way. The window has been used, though Akua just flies into the backline, picks up Muffin, takes out the Immortality Field as well. Caber picks up Strudel, Pinguino Man, Frobel. I mean, this is all it's just red. We are just seeing red on the scoreline as the Honolulu Hamsters comp that we might have questioned a little bit at the beginning is just getting crazy value.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you can't take care of the Pharah. The Axolotls not having too much to be able to deal with it besides Frittles on that crease, so, or the cast rather. I don't know if Riddle was getting too many mines and nade shots in there, but that's map 1, the control center going to the Hamsters. Oh, okay. We are going to see some absolute goofy shenanigans coming out from the Axolotls. I have insider knowledge and a little bit of play testing with them to know. Just keep your eyes Paige on the White Room, but the outside of it, okay? Because there's going to be some very silly shenanigans going on. I can promise that. Like, the side that isn't bridge, like outside of it, there's going to be a Maywall TP going up on the outside of this building.
I see.
What? They swapped off? I'm raging.
They swapped off. We're actually been lied to. Never mind. They're cowards. Doesn't matter. A nice sleep comes out there from Strudel onto Akua, though it doesn't really matter is because we're just getting a little bit of advance coming out here from the Axolotls. Yeetmeister playing the monkey character, somebody you don't normally see him on, though. This is certainly a much more dive-oriented map, as Akua's kind of just picking at the back line. You've got Echo Stickies flying. You've got people just trying to get a little bit of ult charge. Akua slams in. Huge, pretty good slam. Doesn't quite get much value, though, as Yeetmeister's there with the bubble, though he gets picked up by Fedora Master now. And Caber falls, however, so we're looking at 1 tank down for both teams. Riddle Dog falls, though, so it's looking a little bit more in favor of the Honolulu Hamsters, as the Axolotls are a little bit on the back foot, though a huge nano has already came out onto Frobel. That is a really fast nano build there from Strudel, just being able to already put it out on the Frobel, get a lot of pressure on the point. Nice hook comes out from Frobel, picks up Pinguino Man. Caber and the rest of his team are still there on point, though, trying to trying to contest, but Yeemeister's back on the ball. He gets a double kill on the Fedora Master and Pusheen, and Muffinland uses trance.
Yeah, apparently that Duke by Akua was really scary. Anyway, moving on from that. I think the positioning of the core of the Axolotls was just about 10 times better than that of the Hamsters. They having white room control gives them full control to look into the middle part of the point without getting LOS by the other team. And you can see that the Strudel Nano came out way before Jamie had it, and he's already 60 to his next one. So I think we're gonna see another early Nano swinging the fight for the Hamsters, or the Axolotls rather, this fight as well.
Sure. Paper gets a nice power drive onto Riddle Dog. He's able to put a lot of pressure on, but Riddle Dog gets peeled for by Yeetmeister. He's able to pop the visor. Doesn't really find anyone. Oh, as I say, he finds Pusheen. Mines come out, however, from Caber here at the bridge. Well, White Room Bridge. Doesn't find any value though, as the Axolotls are able to get just, you know, pretty good trades. Not even trades, just good kills rather.
Yeah, Riddle finding the pharmacy.
Oh,
exposed.
nice hook comes out from Frobo there. Picks up
Nice
Penguino
pick
Man
from
really late into the
Frobo.
fight.
Oh, they have the res though.
The res comes out, but that's still a 30-second CD that's had to be invested for Frobo just getting ult charge.
Who takes out Eat though on the way in?
Akua does take out Yeet, and Caber comes into the backline, slams down on the Muffin Lumps. High Noon has been invested by Frutals, finds no one, bombs thrown out from Fedora Master, picks up Muffin Lumps. It's a really huge pick there. Gives them a lot of pressure they're able to come in on. Yeetmeister's off the map. High Noon is invested by Penguino Man. In my opinion, not really necessary, but it picks up Riddle Dog.
The boot by Fedora gets him out of LOS and gives him a high noon kill. That heads up play. Also, did
Very
anyone see how
nice.
Yeet fell off?
I did
Need
not.
to know right now.
Unfortunately, we're all like at different perspectives, so we're all catching different things.
Unlucky.
I wish there was a way that we could just like, you know, I guess Paige could stream in the VC, but that would like be way too much bandwidth. Anyway, moving in to our next fight. The Axolotls are taking up space here at this white room area. They've Frobo's coming on this flank a little bit, but he's getting checked by Fedora Master. It's just a very slow walk and push. Yeetmeister though comes in the background. Yeetmeister invests the mines as well. Riddle's on the bridge. Akua's had to invest the recall. Yeetmeister picks up Caber, ball diff. Just kidding. Though Riddle Dog has a huge nanovisor, picks up 2 on Penguin Man and Pusheen. Riddle picks up Fedora Master. It's a very quick fight in favor of the Axolotls.
I think Akua has a touch here. If he doesn't, Caber certainly does. But that's a really late kill on the flip-flop, and Nano's not going to be able to be a part of this fight now. Or at least this contest, rather, as Caber makes it onto point. Yeemeister's making trouble on the back, gets a slam onto 2. Huge hook by Brawl onto the Sheen, and Caber as well. Nano comes out onto him as well, transforms. This on the point as well. Yeah, I
This
think
man
that as well
is he's became the cast.
What?
Nano and the Fedora Master.
Desperation.
Baby Diva Nano, always love to see.
Figured I'd wrap that one up for you.
Hey, that's all good. If it flows naturally, I'm not gonna complain. It saves my voice.
Yeah. We don't have to hear the cup land anytime soon.
Oh, you're about to.
I do apologize for the misleading info on the Axolotls part. They were looking for it, but I think they wanted to take that round a little more seriously, considering they were down 0-1.
That's okay. That's okay. And by the way, speaking of the cup, tell me if you hear the cup. I've been trying to put it down very gently, but it might still be loud. Okay, I've been drinking a lot, so I'm happy it's not been heard.
Nice. You're owning.
We're moving into night market. We're still seeing the ball comp from both teams. Frobo on the hog still. Fedora Master has flexed over, however, to the Sigma, and we've got Akua back onto the Pharah.
Akua looks the funny flying character, so the TP's out on the point though.
Tooth TP is out. That is something that the Athens or the Axolotls have that the Hamsters do not. Caber gets a nice slam on the point, but he instantly gets purpled. Oh yeah, Frobo just picks up 2. Riddle Dog picks up someone as well. I'm like focused on the wrong things. I'm not focused on the action. I'm trying to look at Caber slamming down, but in the background, Frobo's just farming.
Frobo has become the anti-air that the Axolotls need, apparently. As getting up both those kills. I don't know if it was on his own. I know he hooked the one. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, there's another
he's pooped off,
a beautiful kind of pushing. I mean, a really nice boot by Akua there. That's probably one of the most important members of the Axolotls dead there. So I cannot imagine that they're not going to push this advantage. Caber comes in, gets a pretty good slam. Akua picks up 4. Akua, a 4K. Just, I think that like those 3 kills happened all at the same time, and then the 4th one just came a little second later. Frobel's walking back. He's falling deathly low. Just kidding. He's hogged, so he just heals it all back up.
Presses E.
He presses E.
I think Akua getting all those kills without that mercy is either a testament to how little investment the Axolotls have, or how great of a player he is, and I can't decide.
Nano Akua, he gets a really nice barrage kill on the Muffin Lump, so somebody, a Riddle Dog there gets a stun onto him. But he picks up Riddle Dog anyway. It doesn't matter with the Nano Visor or with the Nano ability. He's just too strong. Caber picks up Strudel. Another really quick fight in the favor of the Hamsters, as Frobel jumps off the map.
Yeah, and for the Axolotls, that's great for them. Only investing. Did they? Yeah, they nano something there.
They nano and they barrage.
Wait, am I talking about the wrong thing? The Axolotls.
You are, yeah. They nano barrage. The Riddle Dog invested a high noon, but it was to no fruition. Though he gets a nice early pick. Yeah, a nice early pick on the Pinguino Man. As another hook, I mean, Riddle Dog steals it, but we all saw Frobel get that nice hook there. As he uses the whole hog here to clear out point. Gets slept though. Gets slept by Jamie and slammed on. And he has, okay, so Frobel has just ate 3 ults all by himself. I mean, and he's still alive because Muffin Lumps comes in clutch with the trans. They really do not like his hog.
I think he's missed a hook this round.
If he has, we're gonna pretend we haven't seen it.
Dangerous as that is, he's giving them that little bit of oomph they need to be able to combat the Hamsters here, and they're super dangerous.
He gets an early hook on the Caber here, by the way. Brings it down to half. They both fall to half.
He slept though.
He slept again. Jamie's gets another nice sleep onto him, but they can't walk on him.
Yeah,
the team's there for him.
To heal,
A very slow push here, and though quickly, Nano Visor has been invested here from the Hamsters, with Pinguino Man picking up 2 on both Riddle Dog and Muffin Lumps. It's a nice investment there, as they're able just to walk and then start pressuring down main of the point here. That being said, the Hamsters have turned around onto this Tracer in the back line when instead of focusing on what's in front of them. But Akua comes in and gets a nice barrage on the Strudel. That's 3 people on point 4. Yeah, they get the nice cap in their favor. And Adam's off the map again. A late pulse also invested by Frudels there. It's nice to pick up Caber. Oh, and the Riddle Dog is a nice kill on the Pusheen. It's suddenly a fight that seemed unwinnable. Maybe you can bring back from the clutches. Meister picked up Flip Flop too. I mean, Akua's here up on point, flying above, shooting down. Strudel though on the Lucio is able to contest a little bit longer, and he gets killed by Akua. Akua's been absolutely destroying on the Ferrets. I would keep commentating, but it seems like these are just staggers coming in that are gonna get pretty quickly dealt with.
Down. They had a flux in there. Unless he gets a miracle boop here, I don't see it happening.
Oh, what a nice sleep coming out from Jamie there.
And there it is. I think if the Axolotls wanted to have a better shot at that, they needed to have more investment for Akua. You know, they only really had the the Frudels / Riddle Dog Cassidy at any given point, and an Ana if you want to count that too.
I mean, Frobel was getting value on the hog, but still you have to question, would the Diva not be better if it is a Pharah free farming, it almost feels like.
Yeah, I think the amount of damage he had in that was probably even higher than his Elim participation, so we'll see if the Hamsters will, if the Axolotls will take that into consideration going into map 2 here, which is going to be a hybrid, if I'm not
mistaken. Go into hybrid. What are we thinking? We know the Hamsters, they favor a certain tank, Zarya.
Right, yeah, that one.
No, obviously they favor the ball comps, so I can only imagine with Meister being known as like the Reinhardt guy, we could just see King's Row here as a pretty comfortable pick for the Axolotls.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, and the only other options being to run Reinhardt, not too many I don't think Nubani. I don't think we'll see Nubani here. I think that's
Eichenwald,
playing into the hamsters too much. Eichenwald maybe, yeah. It's between Eichenwald
Eichenwald
and KR.
maybe, but even then, Eichenwald still is nice and favorable in some conditions for the
Yeah.
ball, and doesn't matter because we're going Kings Row, so our speculation was correct.
Mhm. I think Eichenwald would play into the Akua as well too much,
Yeah, the
giving him
nice,
those big open spaces.
yeah, nice open sightlines for the Ferret to play. As we have Strudel go on to DPS, Muffin Lumps on the support.
Yeah, they've been all over the place, not in their normal roles. Oh no, wait. Oh no, Frill plays DPS. I'm lying. Riddle's just back on support now.
Yeah, Strudel's a pretty solid DPS player. He's been playing it for my team at the UGC Sandwich Sailors, who won today. By the way, we won our first game
I had to
ever.
shout that out, eh?
Had to shout that out. UMN Collegiate Overwatch. If you go to the U, you can sign up next season. Play on a team. You can also join season 6 of Gopherwatch League next semester as well, next fall.
You can sign up as a free agent right now.
I think the free agent window might have like recently just closed, which is very unfortunate.
I thought Marco just announced that it was open.
If it is open, then never mind. I would check into that. I'm sure they would maybe think about squeezing you in, maybe if you're new.
Yeah, if you're new, if you want to get into some of these actions like this, where you can get them in the Swiffer Wet Jet Whiff of the Day if Booney's casting, then feel free to contact your local Gopherwatch League executive.
Of course. And it seems like we're soon to move into this Kings Row map. That being said, what are you expecting to see played from both teams? Will Caber conform and play ball, or Rhine?
I don't know if you can put ball on this point. He might, if it goes into streets, I could see it coming out. First point, there's like, especially on defense, there's like one mega he can have.
I've seen, you see like the crazy teams do it in Al. I've seen like Yeetle do it as those ball guys. But
I mean, that being said, my team did run Hog Zarya on this point and win.
They're conformists. Look at them. Cowards.
Wait, why is it Eden then? That's so disrespectful. Oh wait, he's on the other team. I'm really good at this.
Now, I gotta say something.
Hmm.
I know people in this league are not a fan of Zarya. And Akua is on Zarya currently. So if you're modding in chat right now, Riley Rusty Goomba, just know I'm looking with my eyes for your message about the Zarya over the Diva. Okay?
Maybe look, it's giving them another win con in the Grab Dragon, not the traditional brawl comp here with the lack of Cassidy and Diva. It's a little more of an offensive styled one with the Zarya Hanzo.
For sure, and Kings Row is all about the action, so I think we're about to get into it. As Caber walks up here and is already taking the space on the left side of the statue, walking towards point, chattily. He gets the bubble, comes out, gets pretty nice charge for Akua there. Just walking in, Yeetmeister pins in though, doesn't find anyone. He's just kind of hanging out in the back of the team. Frill picks up Caber and Brutal. Man, it's a pretty good fight if you're on the Axolotls. Fedora Master picks up Brutal pretty late, but it's going to be a pretty quick win for the Axolotls.
I like seeing the entire death ball of the Axolotls, and then you just see Brutal start sneaking through Hotel and manages to get a pick like 8 seconds after he's spotted, just because no one looks at him.
The death ball that snuck up and then Yeetmeister just pinned in, and instead of him like dying instantly like you would normally see, he just gets by, and a nice early window is invested, and Yeetmeister picks up a nice pick on the coastline there with the Fire Strike ability. And again, just another pretty quick roll for the Axolotls here of that fight.
I'm pretty sure that Yeetmeister died within like 0.4 seconds of dropping his shield. That Windows Storm Arrow just came out and absolutely obliterated
Caber.
it. Oh, did I say Yeet?
Yeah,
I love
that's okay.
Yeet. I'm sorry, I love Yeet. Oh, the grab.
Oh, grab's already here. It's been addressed. A huge grab dragon comes out from Fedora Master there. That is a 6K? That's a 6K grab dragon there from Fedora. It's a pretty good ultimate combination. Frobel unfortunately didn't get the eat. I think I saw the Matrix almost there to pick it up, but it was just a bit off. Now,
yeah, I think the Riddle immortality field was still on cooldown, and Muffin was about 90 to their bees, so nothing but tragedy for the Axolotls.
Yeah, nothing but tragedy. Frobel throws out the bomb early though, because they got a really quick recontest, and he picks up Cool Slime off of it. The entire team of the the Axolotls are doing really good on getting this space back. They've already gotten the arches like back for their own. So even though they lost that fight, they were able to get back together really quickly and recontest.
I mean,
Well, not recontest, but take space.
Flip-flop got 2 through their own matrix, so the Axolotls aren't really going to be able to set up as early as they'd liked here. The Hamsters are going to get a lot of card, probably pushing into this second, maybe even third corner of this street phase.
They will definitely get it to this this L here, this L bend here in front of the bar or whatever this building is. The window has been invested. Caber gets a slam into his own wall. I think that was a little bit iffy, but it doesn't really matter because that's 3 picks in favor of the Hamsters. I mean, Fruitals gets a really nice Deadeye on the cool slime, but it's too little, too late. That fight's just gonna go straight into the favor with the Hamsters.
Yeah, and you'd hate to see that the beat coming out, and I think the window for the Axolotls not being able to win. And you'll see Akua 82 to grab Fedora Master, Dragon Strike ready. So there's absolutely no chance for them to contest this. 5 minutes going into the last point here. Well, unless Frollo gets the Miracle Eat coming out onto this grab, I don't know if I can see the Hamsters walking away with this one.
It'll be interesting to see. Nice Shatter comes out from Yeetmeister. That would help the team pick up 2. Pin comes in from both sides. Caber pins back into his... I don't know what happened there. He was getting out, I guess, but he doesn't fully get out because Strudel just picks up 2 on Flip-Flop and Caber. Just really nice action happening here as Yeetmeister takes up a little bit of a sketchy point for the next fight.
They're getting creative.
Getting a little creative, and he's getting checked instantly by Fedora Master, who noticed... No, he did notice that he was there. He did notice that he was there. Pinguinoman gets charged. Pinguinoman is dead. I mean, the grab comes out. The dragon comes out. And the Immortality Field got just burned down by Akua. The bomb comes up from Frobel, but it doesn't matter because Fedora Master gets a 4K, not even fully with the grab dragon. He just punches Muffin Ups to death.
Yeah. I think another unfortunate, the grab was so well placed that Riddle didn't have anywhere to place the out of the LOS, so it wouldn't go down during the Dragon Strike, and that's exactly what I was worried about for them, is they're coming. They don't have anyone on the cart right now. There they go. So to the last corner, so the Matrix get used up by the Axolotls as they try to do a slow push on the cart here.
Yeah, Riddle Dog invests the window a bit early, in my opinion, here, as Flip-Flop invests the window of her own, but gets quickly dove by Frobel, pushing her out of the window. She takes nice positioning, trying to get a little bit of extra damage out. Just Strudel's there and is able to pick her up, and while that's all going on, Yeetmeister and the rest of the team are just able to go down main and pick up their kills.
You know, they didn't really get the cart that far after that big Wombo grab drag, and then I was kind of hyping up it. Really
they've had, I mean, both grab dragons have gotten huge value, but that time they didn't get as much progress as they did on the last one.
I think they were too focused on setting up for the next fight rather than just making sure they get the card to a spot where they can push with it in LOS of the third there.
For sure, and Caber's walking up here towards Yeetmeister. They both Rhines have Shatter. The bubble has already been invested by Akua. Caber had shield, that's unlucky, and he pins in last second. I don't know what the full thought process was there as Muffin Lumps and Yeetmeister were able to take him out. The tire from Fruitals was destroyed by Fedora Master, by the way, and a nice Shatter comes out, picks up 3. I think that shattered 3 people, and it's just allowing the Axolotls to keep the pressure going and pick up everyone. Strudel gets a nice 3-piece at the end there.
I think we can see a little more clearly now of the ball versus Orion investment that both main tanks have. Yeetmeister putting a little bit of a, I wouldn't necessarily say an MTD, but at least an MT
RTD, Rhine tank difference.
Yeah, sure, let's go that one.
Fruital gets a nice pick on to Caber there with the last second window coming out from Riddle Dog while Caber was walking up, and instantly that's just kind of stifled a push from the Honolulu Hamsters and buy even more time for the Axolotls.
Look at the ult charge on the Hamsters here. We got another.
Look at the Yeetmeister positioning, by the way.
5 ults for the Hamsters coming in.
Yeetmeister pins in, gets Caber. Caber's at low health. The window, or sorry, the Immortality Field has to be used. Both beats come out from both teams. Grab Dragons invested from Fedora Master Akua. Again, Akua picks up 2 though, so Fedora Master only gets 1 with the Dragon. I mean, a kill on a Frobo 2 had used the bomb, didn't find anyone. That's a fight that you want to see if you're a fan of the Hamsters.
Yeah, and the Hamsters didn't end up using the grab, but Torrent does get taken out in the process, getting traded, so we'll see if that has a little bit of impact going to this last fight. The respawns for the Axolotls have no doubt being faster, and they have 2 ults to spare versus the Hamsters 1.
Yeah, Yeetmeister gets a huge shatter, picks up 2 or 3 there. Strudel has a nice dragon as well, was able to cut off Caber, kill him. And Fedora Master, and he gets a kill on the Cool Slime. This man is insane, this cat is insane.
That's one funky cat.
That's one funky cat, and by cat I mean Japanese dragon guy.
Pretty sure that's a grand total of 4 kills from that fight, getting the opening pick onto Fedora as well as the 3 off of Eats Shatter. Strudel putting in work the Axolotls right now.
Been putting in a lot of work this map here. Tires invested from Frutals. He's running it through. It's getting beamed down, but nobody's able to kill it. It was getting beamed down there by Akua, but still picks up Cool Slime in the end. The rest of the fight
managed to stagger this well enough. Yeah. They might not get a great. The Hamsters might not get a great fight going into this last touch. Like,
will they even get a touch?
Robin's still stuck.
You know, Frobel is getting pulled out by Muffin Lumps. The team's gotten a little confused. Frobel gets a huge eat on the Pinguino Man's Blizzard there. And by the way, nobody's at the cart. Okay, sorry. Cool Slime comes to the cart at the very end, but Frutals has picked up 2 and Strudel's got 1. I mean, you're not winning this, unfortunately, if you're the Hamsters.
And as well positioned as they were going to the 3rd point, the Axolotls make a tremendous hold about halfway down that 3rd point for progress.
Yeah, they had a really nice hold at the beginning there on 1st point, but then the Grab Dragon ruined it, and then the momentum carried them all the way to 3rd. And then they got stifled again.
I think with the sort of alt reliance that the Hamsters have had going into the Axolotls Brawl comp, I don't know if they'll have as much of an issue taking it on attack. Obviously, them being able to set the pace a little, not necessarily be able to force fights, as opposed to the Hamsters just looking for ones they can win when they do have ults. I think it'll be a really good push for them.
Yeah, for sure. The Axolotls have played very well, like you were saying, with the more brawly style, playing pretty strong death ball. We saw there that they held really well. Strudel Doomfist, Strudel Bastion,
Strudefist,
Struge. I'm seeing a Symmetra Bastion comp, and I think this cat is insane enough to try it. As Yeetmeister is posturing on the left door of spawn.
You know, I also don't want to mention my team too much, but we also did pull this out on the Axolotls when we played them week 1, so maybe it's a little bit of a.
Now the TP tops. Okay. The TP to the top of the statue strat is one well known by Fedora and Master. Maybe they had to rethink a little bit there, but they're still coming out left side as we see some abilities get chucked out from the Hamsters at the main doors. But that's where they're at, guys. You've been bamboozled.
Oh, where's the TP? Oh, it's
TP.
It's a fake statue.
It's a fake statue TP. It gets a little bit of focus drawn as they just quickly run through Hotel. Frobel picks up Cool Slime off of it. Frobel's just taking really aggressive positioning on the point as Frobel is able to pick up Caber in the madness. And this is a really, really nice just position for the Axolotls to be, as they've just got complete point pressure, and they're running the Hamsters into their spawn, like into the Axolotl spawn. As Yeetmeister roasts some marshmallows.
And you're not really sure if the TP really did that much. I think it was more of just the positioning that the Hamsters opted to take with the Sigma and Hanzo on the high ground, not being grouped with the Ryan, and he gets run down through Hotel, and then the rest of the fight is just Frutals holding left mouse button on everybody.
Yeah, maybe the TP added a little bit to diversion tactics, getting people to turn away for half a second, but at the end of the day, yeah, the positioning was kind of killer there. Fedora Master gets a nice pick on the Strudel.
That was a really nice shot.
I tried to combine Fedora Master and Strudel to say Frutal just then, but then I realized that's another player.
That's just someone else.
That's just someone else. As Caber gets a nice kill on the Frutals there with the Fire Strike, and Fedora Master invests the Dragon. Doesn't find anyone, but it's able to get a lot of pressure here as the Axolotls are kind of on the back foot. I mean, they use Mortality Field a little bit aggressively, though. They're trying to keep Yeetmeister up, trying to keep him fighting. Sigma ult has been used. Yeah, Big Flux comes out. Is pretty massive. It's a lot of value there. Caber pins in, picks up Strudel. It's a nice cleanup for the Hamsters, but it comes with its cost.
Yeah, and the Hamsters only really using two throw, well not necessarily throwaway ults, easily farmable ults, I'll say, with Fedora already being 70 to his next dragon, and Akua being able to get this this flux here really easily into the opposing team's brawl comp. Cool Slime looking to get his beat build up too, although the Axolotls aren't running the Zarya this time, as Fedora goes down to
Muffin
Muffin
Lumps?
Strudel.
Muffin Lumps gets a nice, beat comes out here, aggressive beat comes out. Caber gets a nice slam though, but the wall from Symmetric comes out as well. To try to cut off the team, Strudel beams down, flip-flop, Yeetmeister pins in, finds Akua, slams him into the wall, gets a nice kill, gets the, he shatters nothing! This man's insane! He shatters nothing!
Intimidation factor, asserting dominance
He
everywhere he can.
might not have shattered anyone, but he sure as hell shattered their mental.
I think the Axolotls is doing a great job of setting up Frutals right now. They are pumping everything into Caber and Akua's shields right now to just get him charged up and ready to burn through them, and they don't have enough healing on the other side to be able to keep them up. There's no Ononades helping with the heals, and Flip-Flop's not investing in the Matrix, as we'll see the Dragon coming out and the land as well, the Diva Bomb.
Bomb comes out, finds no one, Frutal or Yeetmeister taking up this high ground positioning again, and nobody touches. Vine boom sound effect, no one touches. Froble picks up Caber. They forgot to touch the point. That's okay. It happens. But if you really don't like to see this, Strudel gets a 2K with the Blossom. Aku is able to pick up Strudel there off the aggressive Blossom, but it doesn't really matter because the amount of progress they're going to get on the cart is going to set them up to be in one-fight territory almost no matter what.
And we're seeing this is pretty much deja vu, except that the Hamsters
Yeetmeister?
aren't set on the push.
Yeetmeister's on the flank. He picks up Cool Slime. He pins Cool Slime into the wall. He gets rocked, but it doesn't matter. They've already got the Lucio out. The Sigil comes out. Muffin Lumps is nowhere near beat, so he dies there along with Yeetmeister. So, a miracle Sigil is able to save the fight there. But Yeetmeister did a little troll.
I think, yeah, really thought the creativity was going to help the Axolotls take that one, but unfortunately it doesn't. Now, here's the thing. A little bit of deja vu scenario. 4 minutes left on the clock. Third point. Do they have it in them?
I don't want to be biased, but I think they might have it in them. As,
here's the TP coming with the high ground. Fedora,
the TP comes to the high ground, yeah. Frobo peels, but he gets a nice pick on the Frutals there. Yeetmeister pins in, tries to get Caber, misses by a little bit. That's a Ryan Shatter moment. Caber hits shield. No, he gets Strudel. He gets Strudel with the Shatter there. As we get some fighting going on. Muffin Lumps invests the beat for aggressive push. Pinguino Man has the high noon, but he gets 8 by Frobel. A Shatter comes out from Yeetmeister. Don't think it picked up anybody, and Bomb comes out, picks up Akua, who is mid-flux, and someone barely touches last second. Caber's on ball here as the stall pick. The sim wall's out, nobody can help him, and that's gonna be a nice 1-1. Axolotls take King's Row.
Axolotls just got so ballsy. They just started their push being down Frutals. Investing both support ults extremely early, almost purely zoning. And then they managed to cancel out both a Dragon and a Flux before they're able to get any impact on the side of the Hamsters. Crazy brawl stuff coming out
kill
for the Axolotls.
Really nice Grav Dragon there, by the way.
Tremendous.
I was making fun of the Zarya pick. Well, I wasn't making fun of the Zarya pick. I was making fun of the Zarya pick, and that's why, baby, the Grav Dragon, baby.
To be fair, Axolotls won.
Axolotls did win. I just think that Hamsters kind of puttered out there on the third point and couldn't really get their footing.
I mean, it was near identical scenarios for both teams having a decent. Well, I shouldn't say that. The Axolotls did hold a lot longer on first, and the Hamsters did hold their lot on second a little bit. But going into that third point, really only winning one fight on defense, having not a great ult scenario going in, Axolotls turned their situation around. The Hamsters didn't.
It's unfortunate there for the Hamsters, but now the map choice is in their hands. They don't have to play into the Yeetmeister guy's preferred character anymore.
Mechanical Reinhardt he had.
Yeah. Someone says, thank you Hyperbola Zero for the kind words.
Maybe Hyperbola was beasting it in the chat.
Yeah, Hyperbola, you beasting it in the chat? I don't see you anywhere. I just see the heart.
Kind words. Lesson 3. Watch point.
Watch point.
Makes sense.
Will
One
we
more
see the
time.
Hamster? Will we see Hamster, or will we
Oh.
see?
This just in. This just in. Akua whispering me, Logan Logos Gaming, aka the Genji guy. Shall I rust off the Genji?
Yes.
That was my direct response.
Let's go.
And
Let's
somehow
go.
and somehow prophetically, Pasheen is begging to be put in. No likely to play. Wait, Pasheen's on Akua's team. Never mind.
Yes.
I was gonna say to play
Machine.
Brig, but
Oh no. Mania Moon is in. I believe Strudel's out, Mufflump's out, Mania Moon, Mighty Dwarf in for the Axolotls. I think Mania Moon plays Brigitte.
I think so as well. I think we're gonna see near identical comps coming out. The only difference being that the Hamsters may or may not have the Genji. Because if I want to put money on it, I'd say Riddle flip flop on Ana, Mania Pasheen on Brig, Frobble and Fedora on either a Zarya or a Diva, and Yeet and Caber either on a monkey or a ball. Very similar styles, I think, for this Gibraltar push.
I want to let you know I've lied to you.
About
Mania Moon. In their 416 hours of competitive play, they have 20 minutes on Brigitte.
in Brig jail regardless.
So, never mind. As Nuttier informs me as well in chat that I am incorrect. Thank you, Nuttier. I apologize for my actions.
And this just in, Akua is getting put in Echo jail by the Hamsters once again.
This league is phony, man. All they do is put people in shackles.
Wait, did you even see the title for the custom game? Hamster versus Salamander guys.
That's so true. But you know what? The Hamster might beat the Salamander guys. The Salamander guys might beat the Hamster. That's my expert analysis on the matter. What do you think?
Not gonna lie, tabbed out to respond to a DM.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just letting you know that one team might beat the other one this map.
Well, that's also how I think things are gonna roll here.
For sure. Unless we're gonna see a famed Gibraltar tie, and then we're gonna move into 2CP and get a tie on that, and we're gonna go to a 7-game series.
Did you say that famed Gibraltar tie?
Yes.
Brutal's Genji, let's go!
Frutal's Genji, this is your wheelhouse. You're gonna get to pop off along with me as I forget the word blade whenever he ults.
I'm gonna wait until the game starts so that there's no unfair advantage for them knowing that they have a Genji. Then I'm gonna say Brutals make me proud as the game starts from a fellow Canadian Genji player to another.
You gotta wait for like the first fight to begin, and then you can go for it. I'll tell you like when he shoots shurikens at them. Okay?
Yeah, for sure, good throw. Okay.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. No longer unfair. No longer unfair because they know he's on Genji.
Holy shit.
Mighty Dwarf gets. Oops. Mighty Dwarf gets a nice pick on the Akua. But
Also realized I'm not supposed to cuss. Akua just got absolutely evaporated. Holy.
And Fedora Master's able to pick up Mighty Dwarf there. It's Mania Moon gets the res, but then falls to Akua. It's looking pretty bad here for the Axolotls. That being said, though, Fruitals is able to go in and pick up Pusheen. It's a very scrappy fight. Fruitals gets another. Fedora Master gets Fruitals. It was trading back and forth. Fedora has picked up 3 this fight, by the way. I'm pretty sure.
This is
Pinguino Man, DMX, Frobel, and Caber picks up. Yeah, it's a very nice win.
This is
fight win for the Hamster.
The most dive comp start I've ever seen. Also, did you see that Riddle's obviously bought to Akua?
I did not. I missed these things because I just moved my camera around to see the main action going on as Akua picks up Frutal. Frutal's there and Mighty Dwarf has fallen to somebody that I missed. A nice sleep comes out onto Riddle Dog as Caber dives into the backline. He's focusing the Mercy there, the Ana Mercy, and his team's there to follow up with him as Fedora Master gets a nice dip rock onto Riddle Dog. Monkey of Yeetmeister jumping around on point doesn't really matter though, because that's just a bunch of red in the kill feed. The Hamsters are winning this pretty bigly. Fruitals gets a huge anti-nade, that cannot be understated. Fedora Master invests the last second sigil. He is literally at like 10 HP, dies to Yeetmeister last second as flip-flop picks up a double kill. Akua's purpled, he falls. And somehow this fight that should not have been winnable under any shape or circumstance has been won by the Axolotls. Lest I speak too soon, though, Frobel throws out the bomb, picks up.
Oh my god.
picks up nobody, unfortunately, as it's a very scrappy remains, though Mania Moon comes in, revives Riddle Dog. Mighty Dwarf picks up Pusheen. Finally, the fight stabilizes for the Axolotls.
Hey, do you want to know? No way. No way.
A nice anti, but Flip Flop gets out with no HP. Decino! They forgore.
Mania Moon literally walked off of the point as they were contesting.
They forgore.
I was gonna say the Axolotls, the X Factor turning point was Fruitles with Genji, but now I'm just embarrassed for them as a whole.
Frobo gets the remake though. He talked to me in call about this. This man goes crazy, goes stupid for remake kills, and he gets it onto Akua, and Meister picks up Pusheen. It's a little bit of an unfortunate C9 they forgore moment, but you know, it's a nice stabilization.
You saw it coming from miles away. I hope that they didn't have the same insight there as Akua gets to blades coming by Fruitles into their spawn. Classic Genji moment, no boost, no kills.
Classic Genji moment. He dies to Fedora Master Punch as Caber slams down on the Mighty Dwarf, picks him up with the help of Pinguino, man.
Wait, if Mighty Dwarf held stationed when the ball was fighting him, how come it's down there? I'm seeing a lot of funny small indie dev moments from Blizzard here today.
Hey, that's okay, as we've got a little fight going on the spaceship here, as Caber knocks off Frobel from the high ground, says, no, this is mine now, though Frobel and Yeetmeister hit squad is able to pick up Pinguino Man as the Nano comes out onto Yeetmeister. A minefield comes out from Caber. So much is going on. The Sigil happened in the midst of all of this, picks up Frobel and kills Frobel in the end of it. Also, let's just not mention that Akua's been in the Echo ult for some time on the oh my god, on the Diva. I literally, there's too much going on for my mind to follow, as Frobel just gets knocked around on point along with Yeetmeister, who dies to the high noon.
There is his self-destruct coming out. It's Pusheen.
The self-destruct comes out, he kills Pusheen. He tried to remech kill somebody, I think, but it didn't work, as a very dominant showing from the Hamsters.
I was just about to say that they were in a great position to be able to take that point, and you see as the ults came out, they did great. Anthony coming out of my door might be an early pick for the Hamsters. Akua takes out Riddle Dog.
Nice anti. Akua picks up Riddle Dog, like you said. Yeetmeister is able to pick up the Doormaster there with help of Mighty Dwarf, as Frobel and Yeet are in the back line, though Yeetmeister doesn't quite make it up where he's supposed to with the jump. Gets Frobel out of mech. Mighty Dwarf's able to pick up Pusheen, though. That's a lot of healing gone if you're healing and a pocket gone if you're the Hamsters, as Akua picks up Riddle Dog.
Do you want to see Kabir C9 this again?
I don't want to see it, but like it would be really funny to see it as he slams down on the Frobel, who was remeching on point out in the open, as the Nano comes out onto him. Really nice play there from Jamie. Helps Caber secure the kill on the Frobel. I don't know if he would have enough damage elsewise. Mines comes out, Mania Moon in the middle of the minefield, picks up Yeetmeister though. It might be able to make something happen. No, he's dead. I lied. All you've got left is Frobel and Fruitles, kind of like on point, trying to survive. A huge nade comes out from Jamie. She's been hitting really fat nades this entire time.
Yeah,
Flip Flop doing really good.
There's been a lot of purple health bars on the side of the Axolotls, only courtesy of Jamie. Could be up to the space being made by Cameron Fedora as well. Six Shield zooming out a lot of the backline of the Axolotls, and the slams have been really massive as well, helping set those up.
Caber's setting up here on bridge. He falls off though. Doesn't really do anything, just kind of rolls around. Rock comes out, hits Frobel. I don't know why I'm commentating these small things that don't really matter, as the Sigil comes out though. That's pretty big. Visor comes out. Also a Nano comes out onto the Monkey. So much going on. Cassidy is picked up here by Akua on the Echo ult. Bomb thrown out by Frobel. Doesn't find anyone, but it pushes all of these people into a small room. Akua gets a last second high noon. Isn't able to get anything done with it as Fruitles takes him out of the duplicate form. And we've got Mighty Dwarf and Fruitles there split from the rest of the team. Mighty Dwarf schmoovin' on the soldier. He's got legs of steel. He's about to get out. Oh, but he dies.
You know, I think if Bravo went for like 2 less remake kills this game, the Axolotls would be a little bit better at the spot, but you can't blame the guy for trying.
You can't blame him for trying, because when it works, it feels really good. A nice Valkyrie into res from Pusheen onto Akua, though Frobel is able to pick them up on the Hog now. No longer on the Diva. He can't remech anymore if he literally doesn't have the ability to. He's at 1 HP on point in purple. Immortality Field though keeps him up. He picks up Akua. He picks up Caber. He doesn't die. He was literally at 1 HP purple in the Immortality Field that died, and they can't take him out. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate as he picks up 3 that fight.
That is probably the single most infuriating thing you can be like you can.
And he
happen
stands
to
in
you.
he stands in point. He pulls in Caber, forces out the shields. Oh,
I know
menacing.
the shot caller for the Hamsters is mauling their brains out right now.
Who's the shot caller for the Hamsters, huh?
No clue. Probably Caber, because he's on the funny ball character, but I'm not sure. There's a flux high noon gonna come out, I think, from the Hamsters.
Caber gets pulled! Caber gets pulled by the hook. Frutles falls though. Frutles falls from a really nice slam that comes from Caber there. He's able to make a good thing out of a bad situation. Flux comes out, picks up 2, slams them down. Penguinaman gets Riddle with the high noon. Froble's in the back line. He's whole hogging in the back line. He dies though. He dies for it, and he gets nothing done because he's shooting into a Siggy.
Riddle's res here. I think that Axolotls. Oh, I was gonna say in a good spot. Jamie with another 2-man nade.
Jamie gets a huge 2-man nade, forces out the lamp here. Caber gets the nano. Penguinaman falls to Frutles, and the visor is invested by Mighty Dwarf, but he falls down to Flip Flop. And a 3-man nade. A 3-man nade. Jamie's been getting mad value this entire map as Yeetmeister barely lives though, with the help of Riddle Dog and Froble healing.
There's no one here. There's no one here.
And yet again, this map has been a little bit it's been a little bit of a C90 map, if I'm being honest with you. People forgetting to touch the cart. Not really a C9. I shouldn't call it a C9, but nobody's on point.
The tanks went down super early for them, so there's not gonna be a lot of point presence. Unfortunately, as it's gonna get stopped about, was it like 5 meters away from the 3rd point cap. Still, great push for the Hamsters, although they had a little bit of that hiccup coming around the corner, as maybe it was the Yeetmeister Reinhardt that turned it around for the Axolotls. And probably we'll see something similar to what the Axolotls started with, coming out onto attack as well, other than the Frutal Symmetra. Cannot vouch for this. Hello, Max.
Let me ask you. Do we see a repeat of last map? We see a really dominant first 2 points come out. Well, pretty dominant first 2 points come out from the Hamsters, but then get full held on 3rd. Not full held, but held on 3rd. Do we see it happen again?
Statistically,
with a nice push coming out from the what's this team? The Axolotls. It's a hard word to remember.
So
battery 20%.
You're supposed to take the first point, right? And the second point's just like if you don't get staggered. So I'm gonna think they're gonna stagger them because they're on dive. Well, not really. They're actually not that on dive. They're on pretty. Well, that's the Hamsters I'm looking at. They're looking at a really awkward comp for the Axolotls right now. The Frutals Widow gonna have to put in work. For the content, I will say they're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it as Froble comes up down here looking for a nice cheeky hook. Oh, not able to get it, but Frutals gets a really nice pick onto Akua there as a dive comes out from Yeetmeister, able to kind of distract a little bit. Pushin gets the res, and Akua is able to pick up, gets a little bit of revenge there. Unfortunate if you're Frutals. That's a mercy diff. Not a mercy diff, but having the mercy on you diff rather. Pocket diff. As Yeetmeister though is able to pick up Akua, though Riddle Dog is down for the Axolotls, they're not gonna be able to get too much done. Though they are getting nice point presence, point pushing, as Fedora picks up the Mighty Dwarf with the rock.
Point pushing.
Point pushing.
Get it?
Yeah, it's a really funny joke.
Two of the craziest opening fights on Gibraltar consecutively from these two teams.
Tabor was slept in the back by the way, by Riddle Dog, so he falls very late as the Axolotls are getting ready to come back together. As Froble takes his blue box. Froble gets a huge hook on the Pushin, able to pick them up there. Akua's on Genji. I know you're literally going crazy. He takes out Froble. It's going really good if you're a Hamster fan. Akua picks up 3. This cat is insane.
I have nothing to say other than what I just typed in chat.
That's biased from the casters. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Okay, just root for the Axolotls now, and then it's fine.
What, me? Never. I would never root for the team that Froble's on.
Oh, the damage.
Penguinaman gets a nice pick on the Frutals there with the pocket. Caber slams down, gets pretty big damage done, builds up a lot of ult charges at 95. The Gravitic Flux comes out, doesn't get much done, but it is able to apply some pressure as Caber is just playing with Riddle Dog. Riddle Dog sleeps him though.
Froble in the back, he's on the massive flank.
Frobel is on a huge flank. He cannot do more. Yeetmeister picks up Pinguino Man. Akua gets rezzed after he died to a Mighty Dwarf there as the whole hog comes out. And a sleep onto Frobel, though. That's not what you want to see, as Yeetmeister is just in primal rage, flying around. Akua, though. Akua with a dry blade picks up Mania Moon, but falls to Mighty Dwarf. It's a decent trade, a DPS for support, as Fedora Master is left on point along with Pushin, trying to sustain what they can. A nice dragon comes up from Pinguino Man, trying to split up the team. Doesn't really get much done. Frobel goes for a hook onto Pushin, doesn't really get it. The Valkyrie is running out of time, as a really awkward positioning here for Pushin, who's just kind of sitting in the back and falls late to Yeetmeister. Frobel walks forward, trying to get up Caber and Flip-Flop here, who happen to run back into the Axolotls. They're not in a good position being on the back foot here, as Yeetmeister is able to pick up Akua, and he's gonna get Flip-Flop in a second. Actually, no. Oh, that's tilting if you're the monkey there.
Why did he type it?
He got absolutely, I don't want to say he got rolled. Mighty Dwarf got rolled, though, by a sleep from Flip-Flop, who was still alive from the Yeetmeister kill. You hate to see it. Frobel, though, with the whole hog, picks up Caber after getting a nice kill on the Fedora Master, I think, who gets rezzed by Pushin there. Yeetmeister's on point, zapping away. Frobel kills Pushin with the hook. Mighty Dwarf gets Pinguino Man. I'm reading the kill feed because there's really not that much going on other than the nice riveting flux from Fedora Master there that's unfortunately unable to get anyone. Yeetmeister picks up 2 though, and Frobel kills 1, and finally we get a kill.
I think you were talking for about a minute straight there, because I was gonna try to get in at Akua dying after Blade, but then it just kept going and going. This really drawn out. Well, it's not your fault. It kept going and going and going here by the Axolotls. No brakes, all gas. Kind of hog hive comp.
Channel 5 News. Sorry.
I think we're gonna see an Blade. Hopefully this time I could hear Akua practically screaming for it as Jamie died as he goes to cast it. Super tragic, unfortunate Genji moment.
Frutal's invested the Pulse Bomb, dies to Caber, gets a nice trade though on a Fedora Master. I think DPS for tank is fine in my opinion. I think that's a fair enough trade. Mines come out, Nano and Caber. Yeetmeister wakes him with the zippy zappy. Frobel's still able to get the hook though, deal a little bit of damage, makes Caber run off and not get too much value off the Nano here, but it's kind of hard for the Axolotls.
Honestly, that Nano just got, well, it might have looked like not a lot happened with the minefield as well. It got Fedora Master back before Frutal's, and now they're 2 picks up.
Yeah, they're 2 picks up. Frobel invested.
The supports. That is another epic Genji moment.
Epic Genji moment. Frobel invested the whole hog there. He was able to pick up Caber off of it, but he died shortly after. Actually, he got slept and then died shortly after. Very important chain of events to note. Yeetmeister and Akua kind of fighting it off on point. Yeetmeister wins because he has the power of this thing called the Biotic Grenade. It's really strong. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. His Mania Moon falls deathly low. He's able to survive though.
You know, I think Akua is having the most Genji experience possible right now. His neutral Genji is cleaning house, and as soon as he gets in any environment where he's getting ready to blade, something catastrophic happens.
For sure, and sorry I had to tab out for a moment to check something. As Yeetmeister gets a nice kill on the Fedora Master with the help of the Nano coming out from Riddle Dog. Frobel slept on the high ground, but it doesn't matter. He can snooze all he wants because his team's able to just glide the card in.
And Max, I'm not necessarily, I don't consider myself prophetic. I just happen to believe in coincidences. We're coming up on this 3rd point after some pretty sick plays by the Axolotls.
We are coming up on the 3rd point, and you know, nobody's on cart. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm getting a little frustrated because Riddle Dog keeps walking off cart. I know he's got to get the sidelines to get the picks, but you're running low. You're running low on time here. You got to push.
He'll need to keep it in his pants and maybe he'll push it.
As we're getting ready for this nice fight here, Frutals is kind of in a position to get ready to attack. Gets checked by the brig though. Fedora Master. Sorry, Pinguino Man gets a nice kill on the Riddle Dog with the dragon, but it doesn't matter. That's 3 kills in favor of the Axolotls and a res. So they're up 1-3, I believe. Though Spawn's obviously much more in favor of the Hamsters. As Frobel picks up Akua, he's walking menacingly towards Fedora Master. He whole hogs
away from his spawn.
He whole hogs Fedora Master. Brigitte on point from Pushin, dies to the biotic nade as Frobel. Fedora Master is still alive. He actually gets nanoed. Still alive, by the way. Caber, Minefield picks up Riddle Dog and is able to give Akua a nice opening to pick up Fedora or Brutals as it's starting to go in favor. However, again, it's very back and forth this fight. Because now we're going a little bit more in favor of the Axolotls, who are up 4, 5, 6.
There's one contest except Caber.
Sorry, 5. Caber. It was 6 in the kill feed, but there was respawns happening. Pinguino Man falls. Bob invested, but it's just barely on card as Mighty Dwarf kills Pinguino Man, and it's gap.
Oh my god, the speed booster rally doesn't make it.
It happened. It happened again. We're prophetic. We're prophetic.
I think we need to go start breeding tarot or something. Look, you know, I think Akua and I should probably just pretend this character stops existing.
Crazy value in this fight. I mean, he does really well here, and this is, I believe, the 4K. This is the "this cat is insane" moment.
On the ship, right click. I'm feeling so inspired. It's like
46 eliminations, 58% kill participation there from Frobel. Pretty good. We love to see the hog gameplay.
yeah, the flanking hog in the dive comp really shows out on Watchpoint. I can confirm happened week 1 to us as well, to a little less avail, but if I'm using that word correctly, I believe I am.
We're just going to say that you are, because I'm not an English major.
Good. As they're ending up taking that Watchpoint on that flanking hog comp, and the Axolotls go up 2-1.
Axolotl goes up 2-1, and the call for veto has came out. Do we see 2CP? Does Riddle Dog?
They want to play 2CP real bad, because what's Ball bad on?
Is Ball bad on 2CP? You got to inform me here.
I would think so, right? Because like on Volskaya, just kind of like play high ground, and then there's a super big dive that you have to pray no one gets picked off on the way there, or just have to be able to get through 2 shields. Or on Temple of Anubis, what's he gonna do? Roll through? Wait, just Orisa's gonna press shift, or is he gonna get rocked up by a Sigma? What's he gonna do? Oh,
Vetoes.
Well, wow. You know, I don't know if that's because Riddle also just doesn't want to play 2CP, but I think if strategically they maybe should have.
Nobody enjoys
of
2CP in this league, but I think I agree with you. It would have been good for them, I think.
Because now they need to. Oh, it's a bio. So, what map do you think then the Hamsters are going to look to whip out? Because there's not too many amazing dive 2CP maps. The closest probably being Anubis.
They vetoed, so we're actually going.
Oh wait, it skipped. Yeah,
we're going hybrid.
Hybrid. So maybe an Icon Wallet, maybe a new Bonnie.
Yeah, it is Caber's the Hamsters calls. So I imagine we are likely to see a Numbani, as it is just a dive heavy map. Though we did just see Gibraltar, and you saw how that went. So
I don't necessarily know if we can call that. Okay, well, they did get to third at the end, right? And at the end, it takes a little bit of a break from being a dive map, but a little more of a.
It's a little bit more brawly. Yeah,
with the high, especially with
or
the
pokey,
high grounds,
yeah.
adding a lot more elements of poke, and the supports having a really nice, comfortable back area to sit in. So, you know, maybe even if they swap to something like a little bit more mirroring, at least of the Reinhardt that Meister pulled out, but I think we'll probably, like you said, probably see a new Bonnie just to its dive capabilities for the Hamsters throughout the map. Again, but that third point might come back to haunt them, as it's not traditionally diveable, as it's very similar to Gibraltar with the wide open back area for the supports near the spawns. So guess we'll just have to wait and see in about 4 minutes after this bio's done.
We will have to wait and see. Somebody asked in chat, Go Poti, is this live? I don't know how to say their name. Yes, we are live. With like a 10-second delay. It's not too much of a delay. We tend to see chat as it comes in, or at least I do. I have it up.
All right, Max, I'm gonna propose you something here, just in case, and for the folks at home, just in case they're not aware. So you're aware of the hit phenomenon of Wordle, correct?
I am aware of the hit phenomenon known as Wordle.
And you're also familiar with the highest selling franchise of all time, Pokemon.
I am.
Now, do you know about the combination of the two, also known as Squirtle?
I do, but I'm not good at Pokemon naming, so I simply do not do it. I do see you, by the way, Booney. I see you.
I think that Squirtle's probably the best thing that's ever been invented ever. Not
I'm
even
happy. I'm
as
happy for you.
not even that I necessarily enjoy it that much. I just think it's a brilliant take on how Wordle is affecting like literally everything right now. Like
Oh,
every meme page is having Wordle posts. Everyone and their dog is doing it.
I will say I'm a big fan of Owl Overwatch League Wordle is pretty good stuff.
Is
I'm a
that a
big
thing?
fan. I'm a big
Is that
fan. Yeah.
is that you do like a player and then they say like a season and a role or something?
You
Or
know,
is it
it's current season. It'll be 2022 season teams. Just you know, just like yeah, it'll be like you just name a random player and then it'll tell you if you got their role correct, their team, their division, and something else. Oh, their nationality.
so like if I guess super and then it'll be like you got the team.
American team or
It,
American tank.
wait, so
Uh,
if you get the team, you also get the division, then I assume.
Pacific, yeah, Pacific East, no, something like that. No, Pacific West, Pac West, and yeah, there you go. And San Francisco Shock team. There we go. I had to think everything through my mind, but there you go.
Yeah, that does sound at least. I don't know if I'd say. I don't know if I'd put it on par with Squirtle, but it's definitely for the owl heads, if you will. I haven't really been into too much competitive Overwatch because it's Overwatch related, and any Overwatch media that I consume is usually just sleepy and or super stream highlights.
See, I got this great team for you called Chengdu Hunters because sometimes they put Jinmu on Genji,
Oh,
and that's like really bad. If you ever
wow.
put a person on Genji in like competitive Overwatch, that's crazy.
At least now, I
Yeah, at
think
least now. At least now.
gr- quote unquote growing up, we had agilities on the World Cup team for the Canadian little Genji players out there, aka me and Fruitals probably.
Ugh. But yeah, no, I understand. Also, Al's been in a very long down season as we're getting ready for Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2, anybody? Any Overwatch 2 fans? Ayo.
You said, is this like a Jerry Seinfeld bit? Are you gonna go into like, when people say Overwatch 2, it reminds me of this, and then you just talk about that instead or something?
We could, but instead I'm going to answer this question in the chat. How many teams are in this? I think 11?
Is
11 teams of like
because there
7
was
players.
10, and then there was another one, right?
Yeah, it's roughly 7 players a team, 11 teams. Um, yeah, we are. And we're going into Numbani, by the way. Not Hollywood, which Flambeau Jambo was really big fan of Hollywood for
Bubble
Caber's
wanted
team.
the Blizzard world, which they don't get. I don't know
Frobo
if
talking a little smack in chat. Oh. Fred Axolotls to win channel points. You guys heard it here. He's pretty confident that his team's going to win.
But now we've asked the age-old question: how good is Hog on Numbani?
I've seen Frobel with Hog on Numbani, and he kind of like helped win it for his team last week. If you're the Hamsters, you don't want to see that happen again.
Yeah, he also did kind of slam my team on it, but also maybe just me because I was playing Genji into it.
Hey, you know what? There are certain individuals that play characters, and like the characters are bad, but like you can sometimes make it pop off, and it feels really good. That's Doomfist in a nutshell, baby. Let's go.
Comma Fist.
Doom,
Last-
comma Fist, Gin, comma G.
Last name first name. Fist, comma Doom. Anyway, look at this funny Super Monkey Ball comp that the Hamsters have.
Hamster running Super Monkey Ball, Frobel on the Hog, Yeetmeister on the like the funny guy. The funny guy being Monkey.
A little bit of an aggressive jump by Akua there.
Oh yeah, Akua. I wasn't even fully paying attention. I was looking at the people coming out of the street, but Akua dives in and then dies. Frobel slept though by flip flop. That's nice. That's a really nice pick. As Mighty Dwarf. Frobel is dead. Mighty Dwarf is spamming a little huge anti-nade though. Three people anti is gonna force the entire team back up for the Hamsters. Yeemeister dives in, trying to get a little bit of a pick on the Penguina Man who got slept there by Strudel. So Fedora Master gets Brutals. Yet again, a two-person anti-nade comes out there. Fedora Master and Flip Flop both anti there from Strudel Fall. Frobel gets a nice hook onto Caber in the back line, though he gets a little bit of peel from Akua. And that's suddenly three kills in the feed for the Hamsters. Only one for the Axolotls. We're still able to hold a little bit on point. Brittles gets a kill on Pinguino Man, who seemed to have overextended a bit there. As Bravo just holds on point, kills Akua. Yeah, it's absolutely a disgusting recontest there from the Axolotls. Not even a tick has been gained.
You know, I think this one's gonna come down to how good will your anti-nade be? Because there's no Zaryas, there's no Divas to eat him, nothing cleanse. If you're purple, and the dive's gonna try and take you out. And you'll see that the picks from the Axolotls were all onto people that were naded, minus that one headshot that made no Fedora's on the other team. Yeah. What
Dragon comes up from Fedora. Doesn't find anyone though. The high ground's already cleared. Frutals invests the high noon into a nano boost to the Akua. Doesn't really get anything. Though Caber is at 1 HP and Yeetmeister just dives into the backline with the nano blade or with the nano primal. The primal blade? Yeah, the primal blade. trying to get some more picks there. Akua falls to Frutals. It's really good if you're the Axolotls here. I mean, Fedora Master gets a pretty nice pick on the Frutals, but the entire team of the Hamsters just falling. As Frobel gets a disgusting hook onto Pinguino Man. That's what I was trying to say, but I said Frodel.
Like that Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I love that guy.
So,
he's so cool.
Now, if the Hamsters want to capitalize onto that Bravo pick, they gotta start maneuvering here. They got some pretty good point presence also with the Rally Mines, Primal, Fedora get a sick pick on the Mighty Dwarf too. If he doesn't die here, they'll be in great position to cap this point.
Akua dives up. Caber dives up. Both Brigidas have invested their rallies. Riddle Dog's kind of getting punched around, but the rally armor doesn't really take much damage from a primal. That being said, he falls deathly low in the background. Frobo's back, gets a nice hook. Mighty Dwarf invests the Death Reaper, the Blossom. What's that called?
Yeah.
Death Blossom? Yeah, I was right. Doesn't matter though. He gets Brigida bashed. Frobo gets pushed out. He dies now. That's finally a win for the Hamster.
I believe it's called the skeleton carousel.
That's right. That's like that's my bad. I forgot they changed it for the Halloween event, and they just forgot to repatch it.
And I don't want to hype up Bravo any more than we already are, but just for the storyline's sake, he hits the hook onto Flip Flop, perfectly positioned on the high ground to be able to help the Hamsters. Wait, the Hamsters still capped?
Yeah, they cap. They cap.
I think I want everyone to be on the same team so I can like say how good their plays are with each other. But he did hit a pretty sick hook. That led to the death of the Ana, which could have been crazy as Yeetmeister jumps in with the Primal's probably the hook on the Fushin.
Frobel gets the hook on Fushin. Strudel picks up Pinguino Man. It's a pretty good two opening picks there. Yeah, big anti-nade though. Two opening picks doesn't really matter when the anti-nade is that fat. And I'm just kidding. Two picks go back into the favor of the Axolotls. Scrappy fight though. Fedora Master gets a nice pick on a Mighty Dwarf there with a headshot. As Frobel just he lands the hook.
If he gets a kill here,
Riddle Dog kills Akua. I mean,
so
kind of disgusting.
With where the card is right now, there's a crazy spawn advantage for the Hamsters. So if they hold W here and don't let Frobel hook a support here, look, it's gonna happen. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And it happens. It happens. He gets it. So, he slept that flip flop. He will probably die.
He's dead. There it is.
Yeetmeister tries to come in, tries to peel. Unfortunately, it's not enough. A nice pulse bomb invested by Pinguino Man, though Mighty Dwarf is able to wraith the way out of it. Just unfortunately the wrong person to hit. As Fedora Master picks up 2, I feel like I should be popping off a bit more for him because I think he just got 2 headshots in a row. My bad, King.
Yes.
Caber dives on the Strudel.
You know, you can feel free to not hype him up as much as you want because he goofs on me for being Canadian. So just like, yeah, whatever. Sick, easy character.
Yeetmeister dives on the point here in the last second recontest as the Riddle Dog rally comes out as well, just to provide a little bit of armor and sustain. And you just see the Hamsters back away. They say, we're not going to run into a Brig with rally because she's too strong. We have one of our own though, and I imagine we're going to see it soon. Pushin dies though. Pushin dies last second. However, the mines come out from Caber on the point. Frobel is 1 HP purple. Something tells me he gets out though. And he does. He's fine. He's Riddle Dog is nanoed. Not even raid boss, doesn't have a rally. They just nanoed him. Because why not?
You're acting like the nano brick isn't still a raid boss.
Hey, maybe not as much as she used to be. Not as much as she used to be.
Oh, this could
Bomb
be a big
invested
bomb.
by Akua. A limp bomb, though. Everybody's going to get out of the way pretty quick. Robo gets slept, though, and dies on point. Pretty big pick there. Though, oh, Frutals gets a double kill with the high noon. Again,
Dragon Strike.
sorry for not hyping up, not being as hyped for this, but unfortunately, you know, it's just you know, just a high noon that kills 2 in the back line. No big deal. Not like I should be hyping that up. Oh wait, my bad. Go off Frutals.
Last fight, I said the S word again. Apologies to the Minnesota University staff as they rewatch this.
I don't think they watched this at all, so it's not too big of a deal as Caber dives in with the nano on him. Not able to get anything done, however, gets slept pretty early. Pulse bomb invested by Pinguino Man hits a bubble, unfortunately. Death Blossom comes out on point. Mighty Dwarf picks up Akua there. The Brig rally comes out from Riddle Dog. I think Riddle Dog rallied twice in the time Pusheen rallied once, unfortunately. So really proactive plays there from Riddle. Mighty Dwarf gets nanoed as he races menacingly towards the enemies.
I think we can safely say that Hamsters took a little more of the rock paper scissors approach to that fight, having, or to that round rather, having the cast hog reaper going into the dive of the Hamsters. Really hard for the tanks to get space, really hard for them to not get instantly blown up. Even with an on-and-8 on them, just one wrong step and your health bar is gone. So I would have liked to see a swap to help them close out that last little bit of streets phase, maybe into something a little more pokey and deny the Reaper value. But here we are standing as the Axolotls only have to push about half of the map in Umbani to be able to steal their 3-1 victory here.
Indeed. And we're seeing a Frobel Ball Yeetmeister monkey. That's what they have. Now, is that what they're gonna run? Who knows? But they're both standing at the door.
Be taunting
Real?
Caber. They gotta be taunting Caber with the ball pick, right?
This is real. Trust. I believe.
The Frobel ball and the Akua hog.
Hey, now we live in a society as Frobel rolls back and locks hog.
I think that Fedora's
They're
also
watching the stream? Stream snappers? Just kidding.
Fedora also is bringing out the fabled, rusted, funny IKEA guy, Torbjorn.
Funny IKEA man Torbjorn comes out, as you say, as we're getting ready to move into the first push here from the Axolotls.
We'll see as they look to take to the high ground here for the blue team, running a pretty much mirror of what they had on the last point to close out the defense.
DPS and supports come up high ground, though Frobo's hiding underneath, pulls in Akua. Hog, he hooks first in the hog duel, but it doesn't matter as Akua still falls. Now, Bruce was down.
Look at Frobel coming with the back. Look at Frobel coming with the back.
Pinguino Man gets Yeetmeister though. That's not good. That's 2 down. Now Frobel picks up Flip Up, but it's a very big kill as he's sitting in the back fighting Pusheen and Fedora Master, and he's just able to walk away. That being said,
they need to take care of Frobel right now because he's about to kill. Oh, there it is.
There's nobody else for the Axolotls even near point, but Frobel is just getting away with murder because nobody's trying to stop him. And the Axolotls are able to pressure point. I mean, Caber jumps in, kills Frutal.
Look at Frobel again.
Oh, he gets another one. Please kill the hog. It's painful at this point that you just have to turn around and focus on him as he's just standing on point going crazy. This man has told me that he just sits in VC muted and plays hog like this, and he's allowed to get away with it because nobody's stopping him.
I think this is by far the silliest, goofiest hog play I've ever seen come to fruition, and he's nano games over.
He kills Akua. He's shooting at the supports in the back line. Fedora Master falls on point. Frobel is finally slept. He gets dived on though by Caber. That's not the dive you want to go on when he slept. And Mighty Dwarf kills most supports with the Death Blossom.
But look, 3. We got a hook coming. Oh, he's too fast. Come back here, Mateo.
If I had to just follow the Twitch chat for a moment, I believe Booney OW is not like this would describe my my personal feelings in this moment.
And if our poetic fruition would once again be so generous to us, look at the timer and look.
Death, by the way. Hog death, by the way, baby.
Oh no, Akua maybe is taking the revenge tour on the hog. I think there's another hook coming here. Oh, he gets moved a little. Meister dies to point. That's Caber.
Yeah, Caber's on point, though a really nice hook comes out from Akua on the Mighty Dwarf, who's able to go into the E of
It's gonna be a really good visor.
And live. Yeah, good visor is able to zone them off at the very least. Might not find the most kills, but it pushes them out.
I was really expecting that to chew through like every squishy that was just in that corner. Maybe no damage boost, no kills, Genji moment.
Unfortunately, I think Yeetmeister was there in the primal, able to soak up a lot of the damage. I know it's heat seeking or whatever. Still, he's able to body block a little bit there.
See it? Oh my god, an early hook coming out to Caber. Does he die to turret? Not quite.
Not quite.
Molten Core comes out
Molten
by
Core from Fedora Master. Nano onto Caber, dives in. Doesn't quite get anyone though as the rally comes out, or as the rally is out from Riddle Dog. Yeetmeister's able to kind of stabilize on point. Robofall is definitely low though, and he's whole hogging. He's just whole hogging to keep people away from shooting him. As Riddle Dog picks up Caber and Mighty Dwarf Fedora Master, you are not in a position that you want to be in if you are the Hamsters here. As Yeetmeister falls low but is able to get out. Pushin invests the rally, comes on the point, but they're purple, but it's just the power of a Brigida. They're back to full HP. They were purple at no health, and then suddenly they're alive.
They're anti-hit by Strudel.
They're antied again. Strudel twice in one fight. Anti's the same person who miraculously lived. I hear the fan hammers coming out from Fruitals there as the fight continues going to go. Fedora Master picks up Yeetmeister though. It's looking pretty good. But Fruitals gets a really nice high noon on the Caber, and he finishes up Pinguino Man. It's looking really good all of a sudden for the Axolotls. I mean, it's a very back and forth trading fight. Akua gets slept mid-slam. Frobel is just rolling around on point like a madman, kills the turret in the back from Fedora Master. You want to get that out of the way when you can. Caber just left on, or sorry, Akua just left on point. Wrong ball guy. He gets booped away, but he's still on. He slams again. Caber's here. The Molten Core comes out, unable to get through the shield, but finally he's able to land on point. Pinguino Man invests the visor. He finds Yeetmeister. He's shooting at Fruitals, who's nanoed, unfortunately. Mighty Dwarf gets a nice kill with a turret. So Turret Dwarf gets a kill, and it's a cap. It's a cap for the Axolotls. I feel like I'm supposed to be hyped, but Axolotls win.
Late, my parents are sleeping. They'll get mad at me.
So true.
The Axolotls actually looking completely and utterly, I'm gonna say the D word, dominant. Coming out here on every comment by ever. I mean, the two ones that we play in this league, the dive and the brawl.
Hey, sometimes people try the double shield, then they flame each other in scrims when they go, you're supposed to rotate when the enemy runs at you, and then not everybody rotates. That's me. I'm not rotates, and then they never try it again.
I do think we need to chalk up. Oh, we need to pick an MVP. I picked my last game's MVP, but I think we're both thinking what you're thinking.
We picked him last time. We picked Frobel last time. Is it good to pick the same person multiple times over and over again? Is it in good form?
Yeah, if it was the most valuable player in the match, okay, Paige, fine.
He was. I agree. Frobel would be our MVP. But I think we need to give a shout out to somebody else who's playing really strong tonight because we've picked them so many times in a row. So if we had to,
for the second one I got it.
Hit me with it.
I think it's gonna be Strudel.
Hit me with the Strudel. Get Strudel and call.
Somebody get Strudel to
Actually, here, just join me in Lounge 1.
League? Wait, Lounge 1. Funny
yep. Lounge 1. All right, we are waiting on Strudel, and here he is. Hello, Strudel.
Hello. Congratulations on being selected as the MVP for tonight's match. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, like, everybody played well, so.
Oh, I agree with you.
Everybody did play very well. Pretty strong play from the tank line today, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that your versatility tonight was tremendous, showing out on both the DPS and the support, having big impact kill feeds, and as well as really big juicy anti-nades, as well as keeping your tank lineup of the maybe but possibly Inti, Frobel, and Yeetmeister, keeping them in check. How did you feel that your performance on the Ana helped your dive succeed on Nimbani?
So for Nimbani specifically, like, just mostly the tank's positioning was very helpful, but also like Riddle Dog just like being there to help peel for when they dove us in the support line is just like keeping us up and then like keeping them off me so that I could focus my heals on the rest of the team as well as whenever he needed to pack other teammates as well. It's like it's mostly just like a team thing because like I was missing stuff all over the place, but still,
Sounds like
yeah.
a well-oiled machine you guys got working there.
For sure. And
Yeah.
so obviously the support was very strong in maps like Numbani, but I think your DPS on King's Row, the Hanzo, was also popping off very hard. I remember one fight you got like a 4K, maybe 3 or 4K in one fight on King's Row.
Yeah, probably just like I don't know. I might have just like cleaned up kills or something because I noticed I wasn't doing as much as I damage as like I'd normally do on like a King's Row. Like maybe just not hitting as many heads. But like like we noticed that their biggest win condition was just Grab Dragon, so it was pretty much
Play around that.
play around that. So
Very cool. Very good to hear. And as we wrap up the interview, it's a bit late. Don't want to keep you too long. I know you got a roommate with a birthday and such. I'll let Logan ask the big question.
Ooh, I like the big question. All right, so Strudel, if you weren't selected, or if you couldn't accept this MVP tonight, who else on your team would you honorably, generously give it to?
If I had to pick, like everybody's equal for like this match, like looked at everybody and everybody seemed equal. But if I had to pick one, it'd either be Frabo or Riddle, just because, um, just being able to stay alive and like keep, I guess, well, Riddle keeping the morale up and such, and like just all the crazy strats. Oh my gosh, everybody's got crazy strats going around, but primarily those two are just in like popping off, whether it's staying alive or comms.
Right. And
That's
I
good to
think
hear.
with that, thank you, Strudel, and thank you everyone at home for watching. That concludes our Gopherwatch League actions, kickoffs week 3. I'm Logan Loghost Gaming, and this has been Max in the Rincewind, and no middle name.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.
With Paige on the prod. Paige on the prod.
Oh my
Shout out
god,
to Paige.
Paige is on the prod. Paige, say hi again.
And Strudel in the MVP chat.
Hello.
GG's gamers.
GG.